Paul Heyman has been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class for 2024. A creative genius, a captivating orator, and an unparalleled strategist, Heyman's contributions to the industry have been nothing short of revolutionary. Here are just some of his highlights over his legendary career. This was first reported by the Associated Press and then later confirmed by both WWE and Triple H on their official X accounts on social media. And Triple H, I think, summed it up very pointedly when he said he's been a promoter, a manager, an executive, a wise man, and now a WWE Hall of Famer. There's more to say about Paul Heyman, but as always, it's best to let him say it himself with a live microphone in Philadelphia. That is a reference to the fact that Philadelphia is the home of ECW, and I don't think there's a better place for this induction to take place than Philadelphia if you're Paul Heyman. It's just got all the synergy. It makes everyone feel really great about Paul Heyman and ECW as a whole. Speaking of which, one of my favorite memories of Paul Heyman is the shoot promo he did on both the SmackDown and Raw locker rooms at ECW's One Night Stand in 2005 at the Hammerstein Ballroom it was at the time. Sort of ECW's last hurrah, if you will. I mean, they did do a One Night Stand show in 2006 and then a full relaunch of the brand in 2007, eventually closing in, I think it was 2010. But the One Night Stand event of 2005 sits above the rest. It was just all the ECW as you probably would remember it. All the blood, guts, gore, hardcoreness of the match, and even a lot of, I think at the time, current WWE wrestlers going back to their ECW personas, the likes of Eddie Guerrero up against Chris Benoit, the Dudley Boys taking on Sandman and Tommy Dreamer was the main event of that show. Flaming tables, blood, the whole lot, and it ended with Stone Cold Steve Austin leading the ECW legends and roster. All-out brawl against the SmackDown and Raw guys to end the show. It was just brilliant. But I think the thing that sums it up most about that show is Paul Heyman's shoot on those two locker rooms. From telling JBL that he was only champion for a year because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays, from referencing Edge, Matt Hardy and Lita's affair with saying, "Look out, hide your wives, it's Edge," and then also throwing shade at Eric Bischoff as well. There's a lot of animosity between those two, or there had been a lot of animosity between those two when it was WCW versus WWF and so on and so forth. And even so far as when Heyman was in ECW, when he was promoting ECW, just trying to get, network's attention, but couldn't because of the likes of WCW and WWF just having more network appeal and more money being given to them. So there was also that, and I think a lot of that promo from the One Night Stand event in 2005 was, both from his personal experience and the fact that he wanted to give the crowd a really good show and piss off the Raw and SmackDown locker rooms. I think another one of Paul Heyman's greatest strengths is his ability to turn wrestlers into stars almost overnight. I mean, Brock Lesnar in early 2000s was on his way to becoming a main event level star, but he needed that guidance and mentorship from Paul Heyman to get him there. The fact that Lesnar was only around for a little bit in 2003 and left in 2004 does say that. But then when he came back in 2012, I believe it was, after WrestleMania 28, and laid out John Cena, he did a bit by himself, and then Paul Heyman was brought back to work with Brock Lesnar again, and they had a successful sort of partnership which led pretty much all the way through to 2020, before the COVID pandemic. And throughout that partnership with Brock Lesnar, they had some memorable moments. I think the biggest event being the fact that Lesnar broke The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. The fact that Lesnar's been involved in this case with Mr. McMahon and the sexual assault allegations does tarnish this relationship a little bit. It probably won't be referenced as much, but Heyman hasn't just done it with Brock Lesnar, he's even currently doing it with the WWE Universal Undisputed Champion in Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, before he teamed up with Paul Heyman, was just a very vanilla, very green, very pushed down the audience's throat, almost like a John Cena 2.0. And the fact that when he turned heel and was paired with Paul Heyman really set him to the stratosphere. It really gave him that superstardom and really made him that final boss that Cody Rhodes is still trying to defeat today. He hasn't been beaten since 2020, and he's held that championship now going on almost 3.5 years, almost 4 years now. So I think pairing Heyman with Roman was probably one of the best moves WWE's ever made, but I think it also shows how good Paul Heyman is as a manager and as a mentor in giving the guidance that Roman Reigns so badly needed to get his character over with the fans. You know, Paul Heyman's work with both Lesnar and Reigns is ridiculously underrated, and he's also done it with the likes of CM Punk, Rob Van Dam, one of the ECW originals as well. So Heyman's work is amazing, and I think this is just reward for his time and dedication to the craft of which he's been so good at for many, many years. All this now does is lead me down the path of who actually inducts Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame. The obvious choice would have been Brock Lesnar before these, allegations came out that he was involved with Vince McMahon. Now thinking about it, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like CM Punk inducts him into the WWE Hall of Fame, or maybe someone like Rob Van Dam. I think Punk works better because the audience would definitely, not saying Rob Van Dam's not a legend, I just think CM Punk has that better connection with the audience, and I think in terms a better relationship probably with Paul Heyman over the years. And I think in particular the Philadelphia crowd would definitely get behind CM Punk inducting Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame, but I could be totally wrong. Guys, please let me know in the comment section down below who you would like to see induct Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame. I think it'll be excellent whoever it is, because they'll have a good relationship with him, and it'll be great for the crowd. But that has been the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Who do you think is also going to join Paul Heyman in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024? There are some potential names. Bray Wyatt seems to be one that everyone seems to be saying at the moment, and he would well deserve it too. But please do let me know who you think might join him, and I'll leave you with those thoughts. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you with another video very soon. Have a good one. Catch you later.